प्रभ पावै मानुख गत पावै, प्रभ पावै तां पाथर तरावै। प्रभ पावै बिन सास ते राखै, प्रभ पावै तां हरि गुण पाखै। प्रभ पावै तां पतित उधारै, आप करे आपन विचारै। दोहां सिरिया का आप सुआमी, खेलै बिगसै अंतर जामी। जो पावे सो कार करावे, जो पावे सो कार करावे। नानक दृष्टि अवर न आवे, नानक दृष्टि अवर न आवे। प्रभ पावै मानुख गत पावै, प्रभ पावै तां पाथर तरावै। प्रभ पावै बिन सास ते राखै, प्रभ पावै तां हरि गुण पाखै। प्रभ पावै तां पतित उधारै, आप करै आपन विचारै। दूहां सिरिया का आप स्वामी, खेल बिगसै अंतर जामी। जो पावै सो कार करावे, नानक दृष्टि अवर न आवे। प्रभ पावै मानुख गत पावै, प्रभ पावै तां पाथर तरावै। प्रभ पावै बिन सास ते राखै, प्रभ पावै तां हरि गुण पाखै। प्रभ पावै तां पतित उधारै, आप करे आपन विचारै। दुहां सिरिया का आप स्वामी, खेलै बिगसै अंतर जामी। जो पावै सो कार करावे, नानक दृष्टि अवर न आवे। प्रभ पावै मानुख गत पावै, प्रभ पावै तां पाथर तरावै। प्रभ पावै बिन सास ते राखै, प्रभ पावै तां हरि गुण पाखै। प्रभ पावै तां पतित उधारै, आप करे आपन विचारै। दुहां सिरिया का आप स्वामी, खेलै बिगसै अंतर जामी। जो पावै सो कार करावे, नानक दृष्टि अवर न आवे। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So welcome to the channel. As you all know that we are continuing with the part of Sukhmani Sahib, and today we are on the second stanza of the 11th Ashtapadi. So before we start discussing about the Shabad, I would say that there is a word called patit. So when we used to learn Sanskrit, we learned that patit is, when somebody falls down, it is patit physically. But in normal language, we say patit means a person who has collapsed spiritually and morally. And there is a word called pathar also in this Shabad. Pathar has got a tendency, to sink immediately. It is most sinkable, thing. And also a patit. For a patit, it is so easy to get drowned in this world ocean. So, but when there are blessings of Paramatma, when we have our prayers, then even a patit can swim across. In our spiritual narrative, loha and pathar, these are sinkable things, and considered with those who have actually morally collapsed, spiritually collapsed. And cast is actually wood, with which boat is made. So saintly people are usually compared with cast, means the wooden logs, like with which boats are made, which swim, and when pathar and iron are kept in those boats, they also swim. So this is the usually the spiritual narrative of our Eastern world. So now the Shabad is Prab Pave Manuk Gati Pave. When Lord blesses, when Lord it pleases to the Lord, then we human beings get spiritually elevated. Here Gati means speed. Actually physical speed is different. We go by motorcycle, car, aeroplane. So that speed is different. That does not elevate our spiritual level. But here Gati means, stoppage of the stagnation. We are in the cycle of life, birth, death, birth again, life and death. So when there is spiritual elevation, then we shed the ego and we have merger with Paramatma. So Prapave, when God blesses, then we human beings get the spiritual elevation, we get Gati, we get the spiritual speed, Prapave ta Pathar Tarave, the most sinkable thing when Lord blesses, the Patit, when we are so, in deep depression also. When we are most sinkable, when Lord blesses, then even a pathar will float in this world ocean. Prapave bin saas te rakhe. So actually pathar and patit is a stage when we are morally collapsed, and bin saas is actually physically we are so down. So literally also actually there have been in the cases in the medical history where the revival has taken place once even the breath stopped, even 10 to 15 minutes after that. So when God's blessings are there, the revival is possible even from that stage. But here if we talk about this Shabad, it is like we should not lose hope. We should pray to Paramatma even when we are physically too much in a very, very poor healthy state. Prab Pave bin saas te rakhe. Prab Pave ta har gun paake. When God blesses, then our inclination, our mindset, our orientation becomes such that we love singing the verses of Lord. It happens only when Lord blesses us. Otherwise, it is the inclination would be to praise illusion or the glitter of this world, which is actually so momentary. So it is the wisdom provided by Paramatma that when we start singing the praises of Prabhu, Paramatma, our Lord. Then Baba says, Prapavita patit udhare. When Lord blesses, even the most, morally, spiritually, when we speak lies or when we are under the control of ego, lust, greed, attachment, etc., then the tendency is to get drowned. And as such, if we are to be left all on our own self, then self-harming is a general human tendency. We are almost like pathar, It is Guru's advice, it is the advice of the saintly people that help us swim across the world ocean. So Babaji says, when Lord bless us, even when sometimes we say, that person has gone to such a level that now his revival or his reformation is impossible. But no, when Paramatma wishes, even that person will get refined. In history we see dacoits, they change, they get reformed and they turn into saints. Actually it's all the show staged by Paramatma. He himself does these miraculous things and himself praises the actions. Aap kare apan bichare duha sirya ka aap swami khelle bikse antarjami. He is in the patit, means who have gone collapsed spiritually and morally, and he is also with those who are saintly people. So it is all his stage, his play. Duha sirya ka means the most downgraded, the most enlightened, the most physically weak, the most physically strong, on the both ends. It is all Paramatma. Duha sirya ka aap swami. He is the owner of both the sides. Khelle bigse antarjami. It is all his stage, his play. Lord is the knower of all our inner feelings. Even our inner feelings are not without his command. Whatever we get in our mind, that is also as per the Lord's command. The flow of thoughts, that is also like a river, and it is under the command of Paramatma. Khelle bikse antarjami. He is all knowing. Jo pave so kar karave. Nanak drishti avar na ave. Just hardware performs as per the software, no? And software is designed by somebody, but here our software is designed by Paramatma. We do, whatever kind of mentality is blessed to us by Paramatma. Jo pave so kar karave. So he make us do what he wishes us to do. Nanak drishti avar na ave. And Nanak says, I see no other force in the whole cosmos. I see only and only Ekamkar, Paramatma, everywhere. In the those who are not spiritually healthy, or in those who are spiritually very healthy, in the saintly people, or in those people who are patits, means most sinkable. It is all Paramatma everywhere. So this is the theme of the Shabad. May Vaheguru Ji bless us, and we can continue the part of Sukhmani in a similar way. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.